Wes Fromm here with head coach Tom Curley as we head to week 9 of the Michigan Tech football season. Coach, you were home last weekend against Saginaw Valley State. Talk about the game a little bit.
Well, I thought we played hard. I thought we played well the first half, Wes. I don't know if we were really ready to go right off the get-go. I mean, they went down the first 2 possessions and scored. But then, to our credit, we came back and put the next 3 on the board. Got a break on a kickoff fumble and went down and scored. Went up 21-14, and then they got one before half, and then we drove down just before half and missed a field goal. So we're tied 21-21, and against a very good football team. We felt that we had a chance. I thought we kind of self-destructed, if you would, in the third quarter and first half of that fourth quarter is where we, really lost the football game. Both sides of football, special teams, the whole deal. We had two penalties on a kick returns where we blocked somebody in the back. Offensively, first 5 possessions, we did not gain a first down. We had 1 or 2 because of a penalty, but we did not gain a first down. And defensively, they scored all 5 possessions that they had, and I think that was the ball game.
Think about that first half. How were you able to get the momentum back on your side and overcome that 14-point deficit?
Well, we had a 2-play drive. After they got their second touchdown, we had a 2-play drive where we hit a flag route to Jordan McConnell, and they had a kid that slipped and got down to inside their 35 or 40, and then hit another pass play, very next play to Jordan, and made a great catch in the end zone as he was getting hit. And that got it back to 14-7. Then had a good stop defensively. They punted us down. Then we went, I think, about 90 yards and drove it, and that was I think a very solid drive for us to tie it. And then the very next kickoff, they fumbled, and now all of a sudden the momentum was going in our favor.
You were able to, like you said, score 3 in a row, and then second half. What changed? What was the difference there when you were not able to sustain drives?
Well, I don't know. If I had that answer, I guess I'd be a lot richer than I am. But the first series we're 3 and out, and then they scored. And their drives, twice we helped them offensively, hurt our defense, and that we had 2 drives that were 1 play. Threw an interception on the first play of drive twice that, gave them short field. That was 2 of their scores. But defensively, we have to be able to get off the field. There's going to be some sudden changes. We're not going to go without turnovers, and defensively, we have to rally around that and, keep people out of our end zone.
How much is momentum a factor in a football game?
I think some. I still think it's execution. I think it's your ability to answer. And we did, I thought, a pretty good job with that. When they got the second touchdown, it's 14-0. You go, wow, this could be a long afternoon. I thought, we came right back and rallied in their behalf. When we got all the momentum and it went up 21-14 with about 3 or 4 minutes to go in that second quarter, they came right down with about a 6 or 7 play drive and put the ball in the end zone to turn it back.
Second straight week that the team's been able to accumulate some rushing yards against us. How do we get that turned around as we head into next week?
Well, hopefully play somebody that's not as good as those 2 football teams were. I mean, they're both very good football teams. I thought their offensive line, Saginaw, both their offense and defensive line were very stout defensively and very physical offensively. Primarily seniors. I think they started 3 or 4 defensive kids on the front, and 4 or 5 of their offensive kids were seniors and had experience, all been multiple year starters. And in this league, if your lines are senior laden and you've got that type of experience, that's a big plus for you.
Season's gone 2 wins, 2 losses, 2 wins, 2 losses so far. Can we assume that we're getting 2 wins?
I'd hope that's the case. I mean, that'd be the best scenario for us now, would be to get the last 2.
What do we know about Hillsdale, and what kind of style will they play? Well,
they're a lot like us in that they won a share of the championship last year, as did we. And this year they've been in a lot of close ball games. Had their chances just like we have. And all of a sudden they're sitting there hovering right around 500. And I think they're very similar to us, and the type of student athlete that they get, and also kind of a lot of the philosophy that they have in their program and how they play and how they try to move the football and how they try to stop people and maximize points and play smart special teams and those type of things. So I think it should be a good football game. They're sitting there going, they want to win their last 2 to have a winning record. We want to win our last 2 to have a winning record. So I think it should be a good football game.
How about keys to getting a win there?
Well, I think we have to make some big plays. They're sound defensively. They've got 9 starters back, I think, on their defensive unit. The 3 linebackers are very good. They're all, I think 3 or 4 year starters, and run to the football very, very well. And so we've got to be able to make some plays. And then defensively, I think the one we have to do this week is we have to stop the run. We can't let them, 6 and 7 yard us on the ground all day.
Coach, have a good game.
Thanks, Wes.